Hey everybody, so before we actually get into this video, if you're new to this channel, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Demetrius, and yeah, we are talking about passive and active income, different ways that you could make these kinds of income. But the main reason that I want to talk about them is so that you could find financial freedom. Yeah, this channel is truly about your happiness over money and impressing others and popularity. So I feel as though if we could reach that financial freedom, then you could find that happiness in your life, and you'll be free to do other stuff that you really truly want to do. So let's just get into it. So overall, there are two main methods to earning money, and those fall into the categories of active and passive income. With a quick scan of active income, most people are familiar with it in the form of working a job, providing a good or service, and you're actively doing something for that money on a regular basis. Then there's passive income. It is what it is. Which does require some active work, but it is all done up front for the most part, and may only require little to no maintenance thereafter. Most commonly, people associate this kind of income with stocks. I myself do participate in both methods. So, quick side note, if you guys go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button harder than Sharkeisha smacked that girl, then I'll go ahead and start making a more in-depth video from the comments down below from one of these upcoming topics, whichever one you guys choose the most liked. I'll go ahead and start making a more in-depth video on that. And now back to your regular scheduled video. Although working a job and investing in stocks is commonly perceived as the main focus for investing actively and passively, they definitely aren't the only ways to do it. In this video, I do hope to share with you different ways that you can invest your time and your money. That way you're not the only one working for your money, but your money is also working for you, and you might even find something that you're good at and you might just surprise yourself. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and share 3 different ideas that you can apply to each method, and some of them do cross over, meaning they could go either way, just depending on how much time or money you invest into it, but I'm just going to go ahead and drop them where they best fit. Now, you may already know a thing or two about these types of investing, but if you didn't, I'll shed some light. First one I want to go over is known as retail arbitrage. By now, I'm sure everyone has heard of this style of investing, but you still might be a little unclear on exactly how it works or where to get started. It's fairly simple, and anyone who has a department or clearance store nearby can turn it into a full-time job or a really good side hustle, depending on your availability and what items you can find at your disposal. Pretty much all retail arbitrage consists of is finding items at discounted prices so that you can resell them for a higher price to other people or platforms, profiting the difference. Yeah, it sounds a little easy if you ask me, but be sure to drop a comment down below if you want a more detailed information on the entire process. Next up, I'd like to bring up the process of flipping. Now, this is one I'm sure everybody and their mama know about already, but finding a good source and knowing how to market the product being flipped is what separates the Joes from the pros. Basically, what it comes down to being a good flipper is finding a great price and knowing where to sell. One really cool approach to flipping is Amazon pallets, finding them in your local area or online. Again, if you want more information on this, drop a like and a comment for a detailed video. The last approach I would like to mention for active investing is Forex. Now, this is one I don't have much experience on at all, and I'm not interested to get into it. From what I understand, Forex is purchasing one country's currency and transferring it to another country's currency. I'm sure it's super cool, and I've heard of people making about $40,000 in 15 minutes, but the amount of work that goes into studying the charts and exchange rates is beyond me. For example, you might buy a country's dollar that is weak at the moment, and if you want more details and information on that, go ahead and you know what you got to do. Drop a like and a comment down below. Okay, now that we went over some ways that you can actively make money, let's go over ways that you can make your money work for you. Obviously, stocks are a common way of investing, but have you ever heard of liens? A tax lien is essentially a lien imposed by the law on a property to secure the payment of taxes. When someone owes delinquent taxes on the property, the court in which the county of the property holds an auction for the right to pay the taxes. Might sound crazy at first, signing up to pay more taxes, but this real estate investing pays off big time if you find yourself in a good county. That's enough talk about taxes. Now, the second way that you can invest your money to make some more residual income is setting up a website and selling your product, aka drop shipping. If you could be in charge of a supply chain management in which a retailer, you, does not keep the goods in stock but instead transfers your customers' orders and shipment details to either the manufacturer, another retailer, or wholesaler, who then directly ships the goods directly to the customer. Before you start saying, Demetrius, come on now, that's too hard, I will agree with you. But at the same time, I will tell you, once you get started researching and discovering products you like and build a strong customer base, the money should start rolling in, especially if you dropship an essential product. Just think about all those that are dropshipping masks and gloves and toilet paper right now. Finally, if you could find something that you're passionate about or even more knowledgeable than the average person, you could either build an online course or create YouTube content. Now that's going to just depend if you're camera shy or not, and if you're willing to make the content that will teach, inspire, and grow others who are willing to pay for your knowledge on the topic. Again, like I said, all these passive incomes I mentioned before, they will require some kind of upfront work, but once you get going, the money will just become residual. Alright, if you made it this far into the video, I want to congratulate you by rewarding you with one more of each income styles. So if you have things around the house that you don't use that much, you could rent them out. Like a spare room, your car, a camping space, really anything that has a demand. All there is to it is knowing what people want, what you have, and posting it onto the renting sites or apps. But if you have more time, you could try out a delivery service company. They're super hot right now and in demand. So if you have a vehicle and are willing to make deliveries, you could give it a go. Thank you for sticking through with me, and whichever topic you get the next video on, be sure to leave a like and a comment. It's been a pleasure.
Keep going. If you ain't know what I'm on, keep going. If you ain't know what I'm on, keep going.